What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun with my brand new toy, the Husafell stone. So it's technically not a stone, it's metal and it's hollow. So this is the Titan Husafell stone. I just got it probably 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, and I haven't used it yet because, well, frankly, I haven't really had a chance to do a real event day for strongman. So today is gonna be my first day using it. It's been a year and a half since I've used one of these actually. The very last time I touched a Husafell stone was the day that I tore my knee the second time. No, I did not tear my knee using this. I actually tore my knee lifting a stone. So I don't have any bad feelings towards this by any means like I do the stone. Even though I love the stone, it still scares me because, well, that's how I tore my knee. So today we are going to focus a lot on event training because I am in fact going to compete in March of this coming year, so 2020, in the Maidens of Might competition. Now if you guys remember, last year I actually competed in the same competition, the Maidens of Might, and I placed second. So this year I'm just going to have a good time. So actually the only reason why I signed up for Maidens was because they did have a Husafell carry in it, and you don't really see a lot of competitions that have this implement in it, and so I thought it'd be a lot of fun. It'd be good for me for training and just all around a good time. So that's kind of the game plan going into this. It will be a good kind of training session throughout the next few months, as well as just kind of a good learning opportunity to kind of get me going for nationals for next year. So I want to give you a few tips and tricks as to how to pick up the Husafell stone appropriately, so that way you are able to make whatever run you have ahead of you. So you won't want to have a lot of bulky items on you so it doesn't make you super slippery. I'm keeping my tank top on here because of the logo right here, so it actually gives it a little bit of stick, so it's not like a slick material. It's not just anything that's going to be like dry wicking so that if it gets wet you're just going to be super slippery. So this is actually going to act as kind of like a sticky pad on top of the metal. I'm going to show you how to grip the Husafell before I take off running with it. Now this is going to be super awkward because I can't go straight on and be able to talk to you at the same time, so I'm going to try and get this at an angle here. So we have the side of the stone. Both sides are identical, so when you go to grip this you're going to bend down a little bit. That way you are underneath the arch here. So turn it. So here's our arch. You want to be underneath it. Go ahead and get both of your arms in position. You're going to grab low, because what's going to naturally happen is this is going to be heavy. So if you grab too high, you're going to have it fall down on your lap. So if you grab lower, you're going to give it some leeway to slide down a little bit and still be able to move your legs. We're going to hug it to our body. Obviously our hands have no place to go. There's nothing to hang on to. So I usually ball them up in a fist, or I hold them nice and tight. Whatever kind of just happens with your hands. So I'm grabbing low, I'm pulling it close to my body. Keep your face out of the way, and then stand up. A lot of times you're going to be picking this up off the floor, so it pretty much goes the same way for the floor also. The only thing you're going to do differently is you're going to bend down a lot lower with your knees here. So you're going to get down underneath that edge there. So I'm going to spread my knees super wide so the Husafell is actually going to sit right in between my knees there. So I'm dropping down nice and low, getting my elbows in there, and then I'm going to pull it to my body and then stand straight up. Now you probably saw it swing back between my legs when I went to go pick it up, which is very normal. So don't freak out if that happens to you. It's pretty much just the name of the game at this point because it is awkward. You're gonna have a lot of weight at the bottom of your Husafell, and since your legs are already apart, when you go to bring your arms in nice and tight, naturally it's just going to swing a little bit between your legs. That's why you gotta make sure to have a nice firm grip on it so that way it doesn't fall out of your hands by accident and you're able to stand up with it. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into some training. concludes my Husafell training for today. Thankfully, I'm still alive. I managed to trip over the box, which in turn smashed my big toe, and the actual stone fell off of the block, and I caught it, but all the weight slid to the front and it bailed off the front. I am very surprised that I even have my front teeth at the moment. So this is very difficult trying to do it by yourself because you have to look to see where the box is that you're gonna set it down on. Obviously, if you don't use a box, you're not gonna have this issue, but since this was my first training back with the Husafell stone and it's been so long since I've really actually trained with one, I wanted to start kind of slow and then work my way up. I managed to hit the high weight on the competition website, so 170 pounds. The empty Husafell is 110. I would recommend this stone for a beginner. I know Titan kind of gets a bad name, and I have actually never gotten a bad product from them, so I know each and every person is different, but I have personally never gotten a bad product from them, and this is no different. It did everything I needed it to. The one thing that I don't like about it, but I don't think that this is any different from any Husafell stone, is that when you have the heavier weights in there and you go to pick it up, you kind of have to lean back a little bit to get it off of the block. If the weights aren't in there just right, the weights fall as you're leaning back to pick it up, and that puts a lot of sudden pressure on your chest, like it hits you kind of like a punch, and so you just have to be expecting that. I will finish up what I have going on here and then head home. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, as well as don't forget to tap that subscription button because I'd love to have you stick around, and I will catch you guys next time.